I'm going to talk to you about the critical core processes that we must execute, because ideally, in the best world, we need to maintain IP control. So in order to do this, when we develop our software, we're going to be actually developing it in-house as opposed to handing it off to another company to do. This is important because we have full control over the development environment and full control of what goes into it, and we don't have to worry about other people taking things or putting things into it that we not necessarily need or want. Also, another thing we have discussed is to have secure servers and networks. This is important because this is to maintain our IP control and make sure that no one can take our resources or information that we've established in our company. And eventually, we need to hire staff who could pick up and deliver the food. This is really essential because when we become a bigger company, we'll need the extra help. In addition to this, our employees will have to sign some kind of agreement to ensure our company's information won't be shared elsewhere. So some form of NDA or NDA agreement in order to make sure that our information is not used for another company's profit or purpose.
When it comes to our value network, it's basically broken down into two parts. Parts that we'll be doing ourselves and parts that we'll have others do. When it comes to ourselves, we'll actually be developing the app and distributing onto app stores so that consumers can actually get our app and use it. Also, when it comes to support for the app, so any bug fixes or any issues people are having with it, we'll also be handling that ourselves. When it comes to what others will do, we first have the actual grocery supply, which will be handled by the partners that we make with any stores that we'll be using to get our products and deliver them. And then actual service support, so customer support if anything happens with the actual service, anybody has any problems. And as well as grocery delivery, we'll be hiring on people for those positions to handle those for us.
Our current members will comprise all of the positions required of our C Corporation. Initially, Craig will become the chairman of the board, Josh will be the chief executive officer, Carly will maintain the position of the treasurer, and Rebecca will take over the responsibilities as the secretary. This will cover our requirements of having at least one director and two officers of a C Corporation. All of these members, including Adam, who is not mentioned, are computer science majors and have strong technical abilities. So overall, most of the requirements for the technical aspect will be split evenly among, as well as ownership of the company will be split evenly among the members. Focus for management needs will be for a chief financial officer. As most of our team's experience is in technology and computer science, we feel that it is very important in the financial area of our company. This ensures that not only are our shareholders protected, but the idea of what our financial stability and abilities are. Our current and desired advisory board members are going to be constantly under review. Currently, we would like to strengthen our advisory board position on our technology base as to ensure that we have a strong technological background to focus our efforts on being able to provide our product efficiently. We will also like to add members of the grocery industry. This is to ensure that we can create a symbiotic relationship between the two of us, and ensure that us helping them and they can help us, and for them to be able to find out ways to do this. So initially we would focus on store managers, vice presidents of grocery companies, and eventually maybe to the level of getting CEOs and or chairmen of the board or board members of companies such as Kroger, Winco Foods, or any other Walmart, any of those types of establishments that we may work with. Initially, the board of directors will be comprised of the 5 initial members, the team members founding the company, and this will continue until we can find a strategic partnership that will benefit our company in the long run. Now, this could include a potential investor that makes a large enough investment to warrant a high level of say in what the company's outcomes will be, as well as strategic partners, such as other companies that we're working with, such as other grocery stores, or when we get to the point of running our own distributorship and having our own warehouses, possibility of other vendors that we would bring onto the board to be able to leverage and utilize those partnerships as much as possible.